Hey girls, how you doing? Let's do another pickacard, and today is going to be a third-party update. I like to do that regularly because quite a few of you find themselves in a situation. So it doesn't have to be another person, but it can be someone who's very interested in the career, for example, and you know the focus of the life. So let's have a look. Let's stay cool. Just tarot, okay? Let's not be triggered. We know the story. Let's stay cool. I know it's easy to say, isn't it? Anyhow, let's have a look. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so part number 1, third party update. The Chariot. 10 of Wands, Ace of Sword. My goodness, we have a massive cycle. Yes, there is a movement forward. Someone is definitely wanting to move towards you for victory. You also feel there is a balance refound or even found altogether. An idea of yin and yang being together. So it's a very quick decision, a very fast movement. There's no fluffing around. Someone is definitely becoming an emperor, male or female. That doesn't matter. No gender in tarot. There is an idea of really ending a cycle. 10 of Wands is quite enormous. After the 10 of Wands, you have Ace of Wands. So again, a lot of fire in the belly, starting something new or restarting with a lot of passion. But there is also an idea of someone giving too much. Maybe you were giving too much and not receiving enough, or vice versa. There is an idea of rebalancing. Maybe they were taking too much responsibility in their work and realized really, what am I doing? I'm missing the point of life. Life is not just about my work. It's about my relationship as well and my inner balance, okay? An idea as well of an Ace of Swords is a new start, is a new cycle. But of course, before the Ace of Swords, you have to go through the 10 of Swords. So with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, they're very much an idea of a new cycle, the end of something, beginning of something else. And that is quite fabulous because with that Ace of Swords, you definitely know what you want, what you don't want. It could also be that you decided, okay, been holding on for a long time and now I have the clarity. I know what I want, I know what I don't want. I don't want to be, the third party. I want to be number one or nothing. And you could also decide to go. It's also a possibility. So let's have a look. So yeah, you want a long-term relationship. The Queen of Pentacles, male, female, doesn't matter. You want to build for the future. You don't want a little bit of va-va-voom once a week or twice a week. You want a relationship, a real deal. And they know that that's what you want, is to build. This is what you're intending to do in your life in general. And also you're self-sufficient. You do not need them to be happy. You choose to be with them. But at the same time, you don't want to be treated like a third wheel. Fair enough. So yes, I think there with the moon, there's a lot of things that were not said. A lot of truths need to be, confronted, need to be released. A lot of emotion that haven't been shared need to come to the surface. So anything that was hidden, if you were hidden as a third party, you don't want to be hiding anymore and you want to be seen. And if you can't be seen, then you move forward. You move on. Cannot staying like this. Yeah, you are the star. You cannot be a second role. You set the stage. So the star is also you tick all the boxes for that person for sure, and vice versa. So it's difficult just to walk away. But what you know is I have some requirement. I need to be seen as your person. If you are seeing me just on the side, that ain't gonna work. So either I'm your final destination, I'm the light at the end of the tunnel, and you better go through the tunnel quickly, or arrivederci, right? Here we go. So for me, there is a decision that you taking. Like enough is enough. I don't want to be hidden. I don't want to be pushed on the back burner. You either confront the reality and act on it, or I'm out. And also I think they're ready to make that decision because they cannot be wasting their time and their life altogether. So that was part number 1. Part number 2, third party update. 6 of Swords, Page of Wands, the Lovers. Wow, okay. So we definitely have an idea of third party here. Someone had to make a decision between two, no doubt. Okay, they could also be recognizing the soulmate. Who is the soulmate between the two? Fair enough, okay. Someone is definitely very immature. Someone wants to have a bit of pleasure, have fun, and not really entertaining a proper relationship. It's all about having fun, putting the head in the sand, not taking responsibility, fluffing around. Of course, that is, why not? If you both agree, and I always say that, you all adults, if you both agree it's going to be a bit of fun and that's about it, so fair enough. But if one of you feel a little bit more, the other one is obviously taking, the mickey out of you. So wake up, right? Wake up. There is an idea of definitely waking up here because there's a transformation. Someone choose serenity. Someone choose, to find the peace, the inner peace. And if you think that you are still in that triangle and someone is treating you in an immature way and playing you because they think they're so smart. Really? No. So the thing is, that annoys you. So you want to find your inner peace again. So you might walk away, it's true. Or they might actually transform and grow up and, live it up. Let's see which way it's going to be. Excuse me, George is here, obviously. Hi, George. For me, here we go. With that 4 wands is a twin flame. So nobody is leaving anybody because even though you might leave each other for a little while, it's just for a little while. The long term, you are together no matter what. And it's about, learning to become the best version of yourself. And it's an idea of you met many times in different lifetimes in order to grow as an individual. So every time you're going to have to learn a lesson. And the more you resist that lesson, the bigger the lesson going to be or become. So for me, you both need to transform. You both need to find that peace, that energy of tranquility. You have to leave the storm. No, you cannot stay in the storm anymore. You have to grow up. And both of you need to do that. So finding a balance is the key here. And, with a twin flame, you don't really have another choice because nobody else is going to really do it for you at the end of the day. If you look back, did you meet anyone in the last 10 years, 20 years, or even months? Did you meet anyone that was worth your time? So this person is very much in your mind and you are vice versa in their mind for a good reason. You recognize each other. You recognize the other one is somebody special to you. So you may as well learn the lesson. The quicker you do it, the quicker you can move on and move forward and move together or whatever. Okay? Yes, it's about receiving the fruit of your labor. You inspire them because you show them that despite everything you've been through, you still keep an open heart. However, it's about, building and, how can I say, investing. By the same time, it's about seeing some reward. We are the same, when we fight for something and we don't have anything back in return, eventually you give up. So at some point you have to understand the level of connection you have, because no matter what you're trying to fight against it, it doesn't really matter because you better get on with it. It's like when you fall in water, if you don't know how to swim, you might exhaust yourself fighting and trying to keep your head above the water. Whereas if you are on your back and float, then you go with the flow and you survive and you're not exhausting yourself. So I'm recommending you float. That's it. Float. How many times have you been heard? I've been told, that kind of thing. Just float, right? Yes, you're covering your heart as a result because you don't really know how to deal with the situation. You cannot live without them. You can't live with them. You're like, holy mother of God. Okay, well, of course, because floating. I know you're going to be sick and tired of it. Here we go. Taking a leap of faith, you both have to do the same. Because no need to fight against the element. You are almost stuck with each other, so you may as well work it out, okay? It's like you're both on a naughty step and you're just going to have to find a solution. So yes, taking a leap of faith, moving forward. You're moving toward the sun, you're moving towards that inner child connection, and you're moving towards a joy and the peace and the harmony. So why fluffing around? Seriously, you may as well accept it and work together, okay? So on this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.